Hola, global neighbors, Facebook friends, Twitter acquaintances, Instagram pals. That's what's up, buddies. Anyways, thank you for being alive tonight. Happy Friday from my dining room to you. I'm joined by my lovely assistant, Margaret, who, as I mentioned before in a previous episode, she has availed her services to us because her improv class at Stanford Distance Learning has been put on hiatus. I know I joke about how every day is the same in quarantine land, but in all seriousness, I'm quite happy this week is over. Today marks the end of my 4th week sheltering in place. It feels like a lot longer, honestly. I thought when I started sheltering in place, I would have so much more time to work on myself, work on my craft. But turns out I'm perfection already and there's nothing for me to really work on. So it is what it is. So about this pandemic, tonight we have well over 500,000 people in the United States who is dealing with COVID-19. And since the outbreak, almost 19,000 people have died. I'm sick of disinfecting everything. And then disinfecting the surface that I was disinfecting on, washing my hands, moisturizing my hands, not scratching my face, freaking out after I scratch my face. Oh, excuse me. But I can't stop. Oh, I should probably go wash my hands. I can't stop disinfecting because I don't want to die. So every day I'm scrubbing. Donald Trump is still corona-free. And you know who else has beaten the Rona? Famous rapist Harvey Weinstein. Boris Johnson is also walking as of tonight, supposedly. So yeah, fighters. It is what it is. On the coronavirus topic, I read today that people are apparently reporting everywhere that they're having really vivid dreams at night. A lot of them about coronavirus. And the reason what doctors are saying that's the case because our body's dealing with heightened anxiety and there's nothing rational when you're sleeping to counter it, so your mind just goes nuts and you have crazy dreams. I haven't gotten any yet, so I feel a little left out because I really pride myself on having like very plot heavy dreams. Speaking of dreams, you know what's a loophole? Like what's a life hack sort of? Whenever you're on a diet and you're dreaming about food, you eat whatever's in front of you in that dream, basically. So, because you still get the pleasure of having eaten that food, but you don't get any of the calories because it's all in your mind. Now, if I just don't know when I'm in a dream or not, so basically I just eat all the food in front of me as if, just in case I'm in a dream and it's calorie free. That's how I deal with life. Did you know today is National Sibling Day? So I have a sister, Mary Tal, and she is 11 and a half years younger than me. And that's it. That's the 2 children that my parents had. About 10 years ago, I want to say, Mary and I, we decided to make up an imaginary sister named Margaret, after whom this monkey is named after. This monkey is named after Margaret. So I want to tell you a little bit about Margaret, our sister. So Margaret is, the reason why we started is because Mary and I were so far apart in our years. People were always asking us, do you guys have another sister in between? Uh, and we decided, you know what, let's just tell them we do. So this girl, our sister, the middle child, the Jan, if you will, her name is Margaret, and she went to, she's the good Chinese girl. So Mary went to art school, which is a terrible thing for an Asian parent to bear. And I went to engineering school, but I did terrible. So we were all disappointments to our parents in our own way. So Margaret, she not only didn't go down that route, what she did was she graduated, like, she was like number 20 in her class of 300. So she's like pretty good. And instead of, but she got into like she was trying to do like pre-med, but then she's like, no, it's too much. So like she ended up going to the community college not that far from our house for the first 2 years, and she got straight A's, and then she transferred into a UC. Do you know how much money she saved? And also she decided to study accounting, and then at first it was like she was like working for one of the big four, right? And she studied accounting, and she eventually got her CPA license, and now she has her own private practice in Sunnyvale. And she has always been really active in the church, and that's where and it was during Bible study where she met her current husband, James. And James is a smarty pants. He also went to UC, and AUC, and he went to UC Irvine, and he got an engineering degree, electrical engineering, so double E. And now he works for Sun Microsystems. Well, he worked for Sun Microsystems. I don't know where he is now. Probably NVIDIA. So they have like a cute house in Sunnyvale, not that far from like, I don't know, I want to say that Ranch 99 place. And so they're just like the perfect kids for my parents. They FaceTime my parents every other day just to make sure they're okay. And yeah, Margaret and James, they're just like really sweet. And they are currently and they also drive like a Honda Accord, which is really reasonable, and you can just fix it anywhere if it breaks down. They're probably gonna upgrade to a Camry soon, just, you know, like a nicer car. Yeah, so that's our imaginary sister, Margaret. She's the perfect child. So happy National Siblings Day from Mary and I, Margaret. Congratulations on your perfect life. Let's see, speaking of the Bay Area, so did you guys hear Burning Man is canceled? They are promising a virtual multiverse, because that's the theme this year, event online. I'm trying to imagine what that is like. Like, would it be like a MMORPG? I mean, hopefully it's not a Zoom, because I feel like burners are not as lame as Zoom. Maybe they could build like a temple in Minecraft. Yeah, I don't know. So currently I'm just feeling kind of gross, because I've been having heartburns. Despite having hoarded all the food in my pantry, we still decided to order delivery tonight from a local Indian place. It was delicious, except now I have to pay by suffering. Let's see. I think I'm gonna wrap this show up. We've spent a lot of time talking about Margaret, but not this one, our imaginary sister. I don't have any weekend projects this year. I'm waiting for my sourdough. Well, not my sourdough. I'm waiting for my stepdaughter to come back with the sourdough that we started. And then I am told that I can use the first batch of discard to make biscuits, sourdough biscuits. I don't know. We'll try that. And also, I think this weekend I'm gonna give Animal Crossing a try. This is a very animal themed like coronavirus. First, there was the rumor that, we got the coronavirus from bats. And then there's this, Nadia the tiger in Brooklyn. Oh, I wonder how she's doing. I'm gonna look it up after this is done. Nadia the tiger is supposedly like having coronavirus. Now, did you know all cats can get coronavirus? And then there's my bit on, you should Google for zoo and look at the news, and there's all sorts of good news. Robert Irvine's son did like a little, crikey mate video on toilet paper in the wild. I don't know, this has been like a really like wild safari. Oh, and Tiger King, don't forget Tiger King. By the way, did you know Trump is thinking about pardoning him? Oh my. Anyway, so yeah, and now, now we have this. So anyway, I'm gonna go to bed soon. I'm a little dry on inspiration, although I did tell you all about our imaginary sister. I feel like I did okay. I'm gonna go to bed. Hopefully I'll get one of these vivid coronavirus streams, or maybe just like a really good buffet food dream. I will probably, doesn't matter what I do, I think when I wake up, it's gonna be the same old routine. I'm gonna disinfect everything. Good night.